Good morning everyone. So today we are going to discuss class 8th chapter number 5 minerals. So this is the second part for this topic. We are going to discuss the types of mining. There are four main types through that we are extracting minerals from the ore of earth, from the crust of earth. First one type is open cast mining, second shaft mining, third one drilling, and the fourth one is smelting. These are the four methods through that we are extracting mineral from the earth surface. So first one is mining, the open cast mining. In this technique we are using the stone cruster machine, and through that we are removing the crust part of earth surface, and which is not deep below, the minerals which are not deep below, we are getting it from through this technique, open cast mining. And the second one type, the shaft mining, that is the underground mining. This technique is used for the extraction of those type of minerals which are getting deep below the earth surface. So through that we are making mine for that, and after that we are extracting that mineral. Next one is drilling. Drilling means when we are drilling to the earth surface deep below and creating wells over there to extract minerals. That is drilling process by using drilling machines. Next one is the fourth type, smelting. In smelting process we are heating up the ores of the mineral up to the melting point, and after that when it was melted up, after that we are extracting mineral from the bedrock of the earth surface. So these are the four techniques which we are using to extract mineral from the earth surface. Then next thing is types of rocks. There are three main types of rocks. So the types of rocks are, first one is metamorphic rock, second is igneous rock, and the third one sedimentary rocks. So first one, metamorphic rocks. Metamorphic rocks formed under the earth surface from the metamorphic changes which occur due to the intense heat and pressure. Due to the heat and pressure, the metamorphic changes occur in the earth surface, in the bedrock of the earth surface, and afterward these type of rocks are formed. And these rocks resulted from these processes often have ribbon-like layers. You have also observed that due to the presence of minerals, these rocks look like shiny crystals on their surface which have developed over a period of time. And marble is the type of metamorphic rock. One example they have given over here, marble. The shiny surface, metamorphic rocks are having shiny surface, ribbon-like layers in it, and the picture is also given in your book, you can see from here. Next one is the igneous rocks. Igneous rocks are basically lava formed rocks, and when magma cools down, afterward it harden it and cools down on the earth surface, and afterward layers and layers are deposited on the same surface, and after that the igneous rocks are formed. So when lava cools very quickly, no crystals forms and the rock looks shiny and glass like, and those types of rocks are those type of rocks are having tiny holes and spaces in the rock. For example, basalt and obsidian. These are the two examples of igneous rocks. Third one is sedimentary rocks. Sedimentary rocks are basically having layers in it. Layers are of different types because these are not of single type of, these rocks are not having single element in it. They are having different layers in it, and in each layer they are getting different color or the composition. So sedimentary rocks are formed by the particles of sand, shell, pebbles and other fragments of minerals, and together these particles are called sediments, and gradually the sediment accumulates into the layers and over a long period of time harden into the rock form. Limestone is the example of sedimentary rock. So the next one is worldwide distribution of minerals. In worldwide, in each continent different types of minerals are present. So according to that they have given description over here. First one, Asia, in Asia continent. There are several types of, you already know about, there are 48 countries in Asia. So according to that, different type of depositions are present in it. So Asia is the storehouse of mineral, you can see. China and India both known for the large iron reserves in Asia. And afterward, China, Malaysia and Indonesia both are the leading, China, Malaysia and Indonesia, these three countries are having leading tin producers in the world. China is also leading producer of mineral like lead, and antimony and tungsten, and another 2/3 of the world's known crude oil and natural gas reserves are found in Asia. The continent also has enormous resource of bauxite, and Asia has also large reserves of manganese, nickel, zinc and copper. Then next is Europe continent. In Europe continent, the basic minerals we are getting like iron ore, which is the leading producer. Europe is the leading producer of iron ore in the world, and Sweden, France, Ukraine, Russia, these are the several countries which are having iron ore. Minerals like copper, lead, zinc, manganese, nickel are also found in the eastern part of the Europe continent and European Russia. Now the next one is North America. In North America, the major mineral deposition which are located like in the three zones: Canadian region, Appalachian region and the mountain region. The Canadian region is famous for the iron ore, nickel, gold, uranium and copper reserves. The Appalachian region has deposition of coal, and the last one, Western Cordillera or the mountain range, it has deposition of copper, lead, zinc, gold and silver. Next is South America. It contains about 1/5 of the world's iron reserves, and Brazil and Venezuela is important beds are located for the iron reserves. Next is Brazil is a largest producer of high grade iron ore in the world. In Africa, the world's richest concentration of minerals are found, and it is world's largest producer of diamond, gold and platinum. The precious metals are found in Africa continent, and Africa contains 40% of world's diamond reserves in it. South Africa holds the world's largest natural reserves of gold, platinum and group metals. Next is Australia. Australia has a deposition of coal, tin, gold, diamond, ore and nickel, and uranium and copper, lead, zinc are also present in the Western Australia of the large depositions. Next is Antarctica. In Antarctica, scientists are believing that there are unlimited resource of mineral is present under the surface of Antarctica, but it is not replenished now. It is not discovered now. So that's why they are thinking that they can discover within a time in the next upcoming years. So the basic extraction of, they are thinking that the mineral deposition of like coal, petroleum, iron ore or the precious metal like gold, it can be found in the Antarctica continent. Next, the conservation of minerals. Why it is important to conserve minerals? You already know about minerals are of two types, metallic and non-metallic, but beside this, minerals are the energy resources, and those are considered as a conventional and non-conventional form. Conventional, which can be exhausted or they can not be replenished easily, and on the other side, non-conventional resources are those which can be replenished, or the alternatives of the conventional resources as we are using. So non-renewable resources and renewable resources, according to that we are considering this the conservation of resources. So they have given various methods how we can conserve the minerals, like walking on the path that leads to sustainable development, using the mineral resources with a greater efficiency, use of renewable resources of energy, avoid over exploitation of mineral resources. Whatever the need is, according to that we have to extract mineral, not to be overused. Then use of biogas as a fuel for cooking instead of the non-renewable sources of energy. Reuse and recycle the minerals and their products, and using minerals in a planned way. These are the basic methods we are using to conserve minerals. So according to by following these parts or these things, we can conserve our mineral resources, which can be used in the future. So I hope you understood this topic. If you will get any query, you can ask me through comment. Thank you.